What's good, YouTube? ToxicSight here, back again with another video, and in this video we're going to be going over the next support champion, which is Grohk. A lot of people say he's support or damage. I agree, his damage is outrageous at times if you know how to do it right. But his supporting isn't all that great, but he is a support, so I'm going to cover him. Again, like I say in all the videos, these are my personal opinions. Don't take them to pros or anybody else saying, hey, Toxic said this is the way it should be done, you're doing it wrong, or whatever, whatnot. These are my personal opinions. Take them as that. I'm just here to help you understand the champions the best I know how to understand them. And I haven't been saying this in any other videos because I normally just post it in the description. But if you like these videos, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. All the good stuff so that you can be up to date with these videos. I will be rolling them out more often. I've just been getting behind because I worked extra work last week so that I could have this week off. But yeah, his Grohk's talents are Maelstrom. Your weapons shots reduce your cooldown and shock pulse by 0.5 seconds, and shock pulse chains 4 additional times. Spirit's domains, hitting an ally with your lightning staff heals them for 700 per second. And Totemic Ward gain a third charge's healing totem and increase their healing by 30%. His best support talent is Totemic Ward. This one is great, and people always use Spirit's Domain for some odd reason. I don't really like it because I'd rather be shooting my lightning staff to deal damage like it's supposed to. And if your ally walks in the way, you don't do anything but heal. And I've noticed a slight bug that whenever it goes from an ally to an enemy, it doesn't do anything for like half of a second, and then all of a sudden it'll kick back up on damage because you have to, well, it doesn't do half a second. You have to stop the staff and then go back into it for it to register that you're hitting an enemy. And no, it doesn't heal the enemy during that time. If you don't release it, it just doesn't register you're hitting anything for some odd reason. And then Maelstrom's his best damage thing, like I was just talking about. We're going to go over his healing first with Totemic Ward. Increased duration of healing totems. Allies gain increased movement speed inside by healing with the healing totems. Increase the health of your healing totems. Decrease the duration of healing totems after Ghost Walk. And heal for 60 for each enemy hit with your shockwave or shock pulse. So like, his healing is outrageous with this talent, in my opinion, because he can drop 2 back-to-back totems if you let the cooldown persist. But this is his lightning staff. It's just a straight pulse. It's sort of like Fernando's flamethrower if you play Fernando. How it's not an actual ammo count. It recharges over time if not using. Most of the time, if you watch me play Grohk or any of the supports that lay deployables that do the healing, like him or Ying, every once in a while you'll see me do it on Pip. Well, no, Pip I look down. But Grohk I look up. Ying I'll look up. And whenever I'm looking up, I look up and cast it so it appears right where I'm standing. And in my opinion, the reason that I look up instead of down is because up you get a better idea of where. Well, I didn't look up all the way whenever I press Q. But the reason I look up whenever I do it is you still get a glance at where everybody is. Because if you come down, you can't see anything, but if you go up, you can still see them attacking or hear them attacking. Um, and if they move whenever you look up, whenever you look down, if they move, you don't have a chance of seeing um, any of them where they're moving. Or if you look up, if they move back, their names will appear. Um, his ghost walk, you go into third person, he turns invisible, can't be damaged. It removes negative effects, such as cauterize. Um, it removes cauterize. It removes bleed or not well bleed from Vora. It'll remove debilitate from Sky. It'll remove your reveal. Um, it'll remove the burn from Tyra unless she's cripple, unless she's burn monster, because then you can't do it inside her fire anyways. Um, it'll remove. Heck, hold on, let's see. It'll remove the bleed from Vora. It'll remove the bombs from Bomb King. It'll remove the slow from Eevee's ult. It won't remove your retribution target. Unless she's treacherous ground, it'll remove the slow while you're in it, so you can get out of it. It'll remove his cripple. Well, no, because you can't do it. You can get out of Vora's beam that we'll be going over. It won't remove Midnight. Oh, you can't do it in cookie form. But I don't know if it'll remove your marks. I'm gonna have to test that. It might remove your marks. It won't remove chicken because you can't do it then. It'll remove the slow from his explosive flask. It'll remove your orbs. It'll remove debilitate. It won't remove the flare. You can't do it in his ult. It won't remove dead zone because it's an area effect, not a person effect. It'll remove the fire unless she's burn monster. It won't remove nullify because you can't do it. Yeah, so I mean, his movement is pretty good because it removes a lot of the effects that you don't want to have on you. His ultimate that you could see me doing earlier: surge with electrical power and take flight, speeding up and healing allies for 350 over half a second, or every half second, while slowing and striking enemies for 200 damage every half second for its duration. So the way it is you go cross-legged and you zip around, popping everybody, healing everybody. It's a really, really great ultimate. I've grown to like it a lot. Grohk is becoming one of my favorites to play. I don't really play him as a healer that much whenever I want to play him. Because, I mean, I like to play him as damage, and I'll show you why here in a second. His items are really going to be the same with either build, so it's Chronos. Morale boost is really, 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 really good on him. Kill to heal. Kill to heal is really good for any of the supports. Illuminate, because you really got to watch out for Sky with him. And if you go damage, Illuminate really helps out for whenever you want to look for Strix, so you can pop him with your Shock Pulse. Resilience is phenomenal with him. And then if you go in the healing talent, these two are the only ways to go. If you go in the damage talent, Wrecker, well, any of them can be used with the damage talent. You don't really need deft hands with them. I don't even know why it's purchasable with them. because it doesn't really, I don't really notice any kind of difference with them having it. So let's switch over to Maelstrom. Oops, that's Totem. Maelstrom's talent is increase your chain range, increase movement speed after hitting an enemy with shock pulse, heal while doing ghost rock, and increase ammo regeneration. So like as you could tell earlier, you only bounced off 3 times with shock pulse. Now you bounce off a total of 7. And now his ammo regeneration for his lightning staff is really, really fast. Like, I'll get it all the way down into the 20s, and watch this. Ghost Walk. What I really like to do with them whenever I'm playing him is damage. And you can still lay your totems. I mean, you have 2 of them now. You don't have all 3 like you did into Atomic Ward. But I'll Ghost Walk, get my ammo back up. And if you're... I try not to let my staff get fully depleted. Because if your staff is fully depleted, even if your pulse is up, you can't do it. Like, I'll show you. See, my right click is up. Oh, well, you can't see it. Hold on. I forgot I swapped my layout. Is it in here? Yeah, like, you see how my right click is up right now? Watch, I'm gonna empty out my shock. And I can't use, because they both go inactive whenever you're charging your weapon again. So whenever I get low, I hope I have Ghost Walk back up. And so as long as you can keep your weapon active, it takes you like next to no time at all with Maelstrom to get another shock pulse. Like, it gets ridiculous sometimes. Y'all know what I wondered, does Deft Hands affect him at all? Oh, I guess it does. Yeah, it does look like it affects it. Cause watch. Yeah, it's already starting to pull more in. And the animation for actually reloading the staff whenever it's fully empty But yeah, before I return to streaming, I'm going to change this layout because I like having the items that I purchase on the bottom and my skills in the middle because that's mainly where I look. But yeah, that's gonna do it for Grohk. Maelstrom is awesome. It's really fun. If you want to pick up Grohk, I would learn his placements on his totems. Basically, just look for wherever the green arrow is, the beam is on your screen. That's where it's gonna be placed. They don't last that long. Um, they're not there like the illusions or anything where you can just pop them and they'll stay around until they're destroyed. Um, so just be careful of that. Maelstrom, and then go to Maelstrom. Um, I mean, I guess you could learn it while you're learn Maelstrom while you're learning the totems. But yeah, Grohk is one of my up and coming favorite supports to play. Um, After I was in a couple games with the guy that got 90,000, 100,000 damage with Grohk and still had like 30 or 40,000 heals. Um, I was impressed. I decided I was gonna try and learn him at that point. So I'm starting to learn him. I'm not the greatest at him, but you got to start somewhere. Um, he's ridiculous. But until next time, be good to yourself, be good to your loved ones, and I will see you next time.